Tura.
Good evening.
I'm Professor Siletsky. It's a great pleasure to meet you, Mrs. Tura. Won't you sit down? Cigarette?
Thank you.
I really must apologize for the manner in which you were brought here.
Well, when a man wants to see a lady so badly, he backs up his invitation with bayonets. It's rather flattering.
That's very well put. But as a matter of fact, I'm not responsible for your being brought here at all. There's a charming young man in England, gave me a message for you. Rather strange message. To be or not to be. You no doubt know its deeper meaning.
Yes, I have a vague idea.
I really... You'll forgive me, please. Hello? Yes? Oh, how do you do, Colonel Earhart? Yes, the trip was a little bumpy, but I'm certainly glad that you sent that plane to Sweden. Otherwise... Why, whenever you wish, of course. 10 o'clock tomorrow morning at Gestapo headquarters, unless I hear from you tonight. Very well. I'm looking forward to making your acquaintance. Goodbye, Colonel. I'm sorry.
Well, I won't keep you any longer, and thank you for the charming message.
Mrs. Tura, you're an actress, aren't you?
Yes?
And naturally, in the theater, it's important that you choose the right part.
Very.
But in real life, it's even more important that you choose the right side.
The right side? Well, what is the right side?
The winning side.
I don't quite understand.
Well, you see, here in Warsaw, there are a lot of people that we know very well, and a lot of people that we don't know quite so well and would like to know a great deal better. And that's where you could help us, Mrs. Tura.
Oh, you want me to be a spy?
Oh, now, come. That's rather a crude word.
You know, I once played a spy. It was a great success. I had wonderful notices. It was really an exciting part.
Well, wouldn't it be exciting to play it in real life?
Well, I got shot in the last act. I suppose that happens to most spies.
Oh, but my dear Mrs. Tura, we would never dream of subjecting anybody as charming as you to danger. All you'd have to do would be to entertain a little. For instance, invite certain people to your
I could
home.
see myself giving a great banquet in my one-room mansion. Of course, they took my lovely apartment away from me.
I assure you that can be very easily remedied. Life could be made very comfortable for you again, Mrs. Tura. Well, what do you say?
Well, naturally, it's all very attractive and tempting. But what are we going to do about my conscience?
Well, we've simply got to convince you that you're going to serve the right cause. I wonder if you really know what Nazism stands for.
I have a slight idea.
In the final analysis, all we're trying to do is to create a happy world.
And people who don't want to be happy have no place in this happy world. Well, that makes sense.
We're not brutal. We're not monsters. Now tell me, do I look like a monster?
Oh, of course not, Professor.
You say that as though you really meant it.
I do.
We're just like other people. We love to sing. We love to dance. We admire beautiful women. We're human. And sometimes very human.
I'm convinced of that.
Why don't you stay here for dinner? I can imagine nothing more charming. And before the evening is over, I'm sure you'll say Heil Hitler.
I would like to accept your invitation, but just as you want to represent the Nazi case in the very best light, I would like to represent the Polish case in a more suitable dress.
I understand perfectly. Please don't let me wait too long.
Au revoir.
Just a moment. I'm looking forward to it.
So am I.
This lady is permitted to leave.
Yes, sir.
This is a very difficult place to get in, but it's much more difficult to get out.
Oh, I'm terribly frightened and terribly thrilled. Bye.
Bye.